There's not a state anywhere that very effectively or as fully as they would like addresses the need for foster and adoption care in their states. So I want Kentucky to become the best version of itself possible. I want, without question, for us to be the gold standard. But the primary driver behind it is because I want our children to be well cared for. We have more than 8,000 children in our foster care system. That is way too many. There'll always be some number who are placed in position in homes outside of that which they were born into. But the number of 8,000 is too high. We have children waiting on average almost 3 years to be adopted that are able to be adopted, wanting to be adopted. And it should not take that long either. There's so much bureaucracy. I wear this pin about cutting red tape. It's a pair of scissors and cutting through some red tape. And this is something we need to do on this and other fronts as well. It is very personal to me, as you know. 4 of my 9 children are adopted. This is something that's near and dear to us. We had interface years ago with the foster care system and the adoption process in Kentucky and the bureaucracy of it and the fact that we already had 5 children and it was determined that that was too many, that we shouldn't be allowed to have another child. These kind of rules, they serve no constructive purpose. Yeah. They come at the expense of the children. And even as we sit down to film this, 2 nights ago, a 7-year-old child was sitting in his home in Kentucky, in Louisville, and was killed by a stray bullet that came in through a window. I mean, this is life at every turn is precious. And all of the snarky people who want to assume that conservatives only want to save babies and they don't care what happens to them, nonsense. I have 4 of my 9 children, as I noted, were not born to us. But I believe in adoption. I believe in giving children an opportunity to have a full and well-developed and protected life as they turn into adults. But then also for people at the latter years of their life. From beginning to end, from conception to the grave, we truly have an obligation, I believe, to protect those among us who are most vulnerable. And at the beginning and end of life is when humans are frankly the most vulnerable.